Hello, I'm Mariam from SoftComply. Today, we're going to continue to talk about risk management in Jira. As you know, managing risks is only useful if you can communicate them clearly to the people responsible for mitigation, making decisions, or to auditors looking for evidence. With SoftComply Risk Manager Plus, the same risk data can be reported in 3 different ways. First, you can export your risk model or your risk table into PDF or CSV. PDF reports are most commonly sent to auditors. Second, you can build live operational and management reports in your Jira dashboard. And third, you can bring your risk matrices and risk registers directly into Confluence. You can then send them for review and approval through your document management system on Confluence. But let me show you each of the options. Let's begin with the simplest reporting option, exporting the risk information to PDF or CSV. Here I am in the risk model view of SoftComply Risk Manager Plus, and I can export that into PDF. I can choose if I want to export only risk model configuration or the full risk model report. Now, if I'm going to export the entire risk matrix report, it will look like this in PDF view. And from here, I can go back to Jira issue view if I need to. From the risk table, I can do the same. I can export that risk register to PDF or CSV. For PDF, I have 2 options, full PDF or text-only PDF. In the full PDF export, I can go back to Jira issues, both for the risk and for any linked issues. In PDF read-only report, I can only get all the read-only data. The PDF provides a formatted report that can be shared or retained as evidence. PDF from risk table is most often used for an audit record. Exports are therefore particularly useful when you need a portable point-in-time record of your risks. Although PDF exports are useful for fixed reports, the day-to-day decision-making is usually done in live view. Because every risk managed with Risk Manager Plus is also a Jira work item, I can create Jira Dashboards. Here I have created pie charts showing risks by owners, statuses, and departments. The owner report here helps me identify who is responsible for current risks, and whether risks are concentrated with only a few people, or if there are unassigned risks that require an owner. The status report shows how many risks are open and unassessed, which ones are under assessment, how many are being mitigated or completed. And the department report helps management understand where risk exposure is concentrated across the organization. These are only a few examples, and they can be built with Atlassian's own Jira Dashboard gadgets. You can build your own Jira reports using these fields and categories that matter to your risk management process. On top of that, you can also use SoftComply dashboard gadgets that are dedicated SoftComply Risk Manager Plus reporting gadgets. For example, the Risk Matrix gadget that gives you a quick visual overview. I select the relevant project and the risk model I want to display, and in the dashboard view, I can switch between the initial and current risk assessment model. Depending on the audience, you can also add risk counts and Jira issue keys here, whichever is necessary. You can also bring the risk table gadget here into the same dashboard, and if the table contains several sheets, for example, hazard analysis and FMEA, you can select the specific sheet that you want to report. Together, these gadgets give management the high-level picture while still allowing the risk team to see the underlying detail. And because these reports use the risk information directly from Jira, they remain up to date as risks are assessed and mitigated. This dashboard is ideal for teams working in Jira, but risk information often needs to become part of a wider policy, project, or management report that may require an electronic signature, and that is where Confluence comes in. With the SoftComply Risk Manager for Confluence extension, this is a pre-Confluence app for our risk reporting, I can embed live risk reports directly into a Confluence page. You can simply add a report when you go to edit mode of the page and write a risk in here. And you have a risk table, risk history, and risk matrix macro. So you choose the macro that you want. I already have added 2 risk matrix reports side by side. This makes it easy to demonstrate the effect of risk mitigation, where the risk started and where they are following the treatment. The same can be done with the risk table macro that brings the entire risk register into the same Confluence page. You can select the project from the risk table sheet that you want to display, and once the page is published, the readers can view the risk information, sort the table, and adjust the columns as they wish. Each risk remains connected to its Jira work item, so users with access can move directly from the report to the underlying risk itself. The risk data is edited and controlled in Jira, while Confluence provides the clear reporting and collaboration layer for stakeholders. So with Risk Manager Plus, you can use the same source of risk information in 3 different reporting contexts: PDF and CSV exports and give you the portable point-in-time record. Jira Dashboards give teams and management a live overview of risk ownership status, organizational exposure, risk matrices and detailed risk registers. And finally, Confluence macros allow you to include current risk information in management reports, project documentation, and audit evidence that you may want to sign electronically with the document management tool in Confluence. The important point is that you do not need to manually recreate the same report in several different tools. Your teams can manage risks in Jira, and you can present that information in the format and location that best suits each audience. That means less copying, few outdated reports, and a much clearer view of your organization's current risk exposure. To learn more about SoftComply Risk Manager Plus, visit softcomply.com or find the app on the Atlassian Marketplace. Thanks so much for watching and best of luck with risk management. Bye-bye.